Greetings, fellow primates. Talking Primate here. Well. It seems that we have just hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. There truly is a sucker born every minute. Let me just start by saying a big sloppy thank you to all of you that find my channel mildly entertaining or irritating. And thank you to the YouTubers that clicked on the sub button by accident. And of course, I'd like to send a big thank you to the 845 sock accounts I created just to get to this point. I call them my mystery guests. A couple of housekeeping notes. If you haven't noticed yet, this channel is mostly satire. At least I hope so. I like to think that it is. This really isn't the place for intelligent discussion, although I have seen some of you handing it to the faithful here. So kudos to you for keeping the conversation interesting. When I started posting these things on YouTube 2 years ago, I had this idea that maybe I could be one of those atheists that makes a difference in the community in quotes. You know, like Zomgets Chris, Thunderfoot, Aaron Ra, maybe Matt Dillhoney, maybe even like TJ, the Amazing Atheist. And then I realized I'm just not that kind of atheist. More often than not, I find religion hysterical when I don't find it completely offensive. So I try to find things that are hilarious and bring what I find hilarious about it to you in ways that are, I don't know, a little non-conventional, if you will. So there's a song at the end of this video that I wrote for all of you as a thank you, but before we get there, yes, I have a few shout-outs. First of all, I'd like to give a collective shout-out to what I call my Christian cracker contingency, which is comprised of three Christians, for a lack of a better word. I've talked about a few of them before: Bible-thumping wingnut, jungle jargon, and speaking of jargon, Ravenwolf. Probably the angriest metal Christian I know. Well, the only one I know, but I imagine I'd have a hard time finding one angrier than him. They try really hard, and they're truly convinced that something's up there, so give them a look-see. See, I'm loving on my enemies, just like Jesus would do. So there you go. So on the rational side of things, I'm going to beg you to sub the following four atheists. Griffin, 9857. She's got great ideas, she presents them well, and since I'm an American male, her Aussie voice is like totally hot. Her last video, The Bible Says, right on the money. Next, send a shout out to Essence of Thought. Young, smart, gay, and British. And I'm a big dumb American straight guy, and even I have to say he's got a sexy voice. His video on the illusion of Christian persecution, still one of my favorites to this day. Godless Glenn. Okay, this guy's got less than 200 subs, and what the hell's up with that? Here's Godless Glenn. If you took Dusty Smith down about 3 pegs, you'd have this guy, Godless Glenn. He's got Southern charm with atheistic sensibility, and his video, Punch Your Gay Kid, which is about that pastor that told everybody to punch their kid if he wanted to like the color pink. That video's got just the right amount of logic and what I call reserved passion. Finally, P.W. Swivel. What can you say about this guy? He's new on the scene, and his videos are brilliant. He does some great CG work, and I got to tell you, Frankenstein could not be any smarter. The video that's getting the most views right now is I'm Not a Monster, and that's probably his best work. His early work is also good, too. So, thank you again for everybody who has hung around. And to the new subs to the channel, I will keep making these videos if you'll just keep watching them. And now, here's a song I wrote just for you. I never thought that I would see 1,000 folks subscribe to me, because the videos I make are really quite absurd. But I've got 1,000 subscribers. I've got 1,000 people sub to me. Started this shit 2 years ago, and how in the world was I to know that you'd still be watching and leaving your comments in the space below? But I've got 1,000 subscribers. I've got 1,000 people I don't know, and maybe a well-placed shout-out gets me 2,000 more. Click on me and you'll see videos with no imagination, but I'm sure it'll cure indoctrination. If you want to see silly shit, simply move your mouse and click it. Tell the fundies where they can stick it. Want to pick your nose? Go on and pick it. Thanks to you and the views on my YouTube channel Talking Primate, I'll be seen on the screen just before you masturbate.